Hey, what's up, my people? How you doing? My name is Dalton, and this is my YouTube channel, Dalton My World. Now, I am making this video because my mom asked me to be honest with you. This is going to be the latest information about the fourth stimulus package. Okay, this is going to be about the fourth stimulus. This is going to be the fourth stimulus package update. All right, today is this is July the I believe it's 17th, and it's the weekend, Saturday, 2022. Now, I'm just gonna get straight to the point, and I'm not gonna try to make this video longer than it has to be. All right. Number one question: has the fourth stimulus package been passed yet? No, it has not been passed yet. I think it's called the Build Back Better plan or something like that, or they may end up making another one with a different name, but right now it's the Build Back Better plan, and you can search that on Google. Okay, and it has a lot of stuff in it. It has free internet, stuff for housing, so you can winterize your house. Okay, it has a lot of really cool stuff in there. Nevertheless, they never stated that they're gonna have a stimulus check in there. All right. Here's the deal. Now, this is my opinion from the facts. I ain't no psychic or nothing. I just look at the facts, and from the facts, the fourth stimulus package, if they ever do get it passed, most likely will have a stimulus check in it. It may have multiple stimulus checks in it. You heard me right. 2 or more. Now, they also may work with the states, in which, like, if they give you, like, you'll get a federal stimulus package. You get a federal stimulus check, plus you'll get one from your state. And that still will equal out to multiple stimulus checks. Okay? This is my opinion from the facts that I've gathered. Okay? Now, the reason why I say this and why I say that it's very likely is for two main reasons. Three. One, inflation. Two, stock market has been crashing. Bitcoin has been crashing. And Bitcoin used to be the safe route. If the stock market went down, Bitcoin was the safe route. Bitcoin's crashing. Okay? And the biggest reason is number three. They need your votes. Okay? And a lot of times, I'm going to give you an idea so you can understand. Martin Luther King once stated that America has a short-term memory. And they do. That's the reason that a lot of big powers and corporations try to keep stuff that was done wrong out of the media, or having it reoccur, like January 6th incident. They try to keep it out because they hope that you eventually forget with all the extra information and news that comes in daily. All right. Reason I bring that up is this. Usually, when something happens, it stays in people's memories, in the news for about 3 months. So, the rumor is that they're planning on passing the Build Back Better Act, the fourth stimulus package, or a version of it, in August. Why August? If you count 3 months from August, it's election time. You get what I'm saying? Or around there. And at that time, we also will start having early elections. They need your vote. So there's a really, really good chance that there'll be some type of stimulus package. I mean, some type of stimulus check in the fourth stimulus package. And I hope that answers the questions that many people have asked. And you probably, as you get closer to August, you're probably going to hear more and more about how Congress is working on and how they're bickering back and forth trying to get some type of package nailed down so they can pass it before elections in November. Because they know that if they do not give Americans some money to help with this high gas prices and inflation, okay, then they're going to vote a group of people they would, because they know the Democrats ain't doing it right now. And if they think the Democrats won't do it, they will vote in Republicans. And Republicans right now there's a lot of Republicans that are winning, okay? These elections that have been happening, okay? There's been a lot of shakeups. And this happens, if you don't know, if you're not in America, this happens all the time. Anytime the Republicans get a majority or the Democrats get a majority, if they do not show progress when it's time to vote in new representatives, like in November, there's usually a big change where they'll vote out they'll put in Democrats where there were Republicans if the Republicans are in control, or they'll put in Republicans where there were Democrats if the Democrats is in control, if they do not show what they're doing. And I really, in my personal opinion, I think that they're trying to play a strategy game where they're going to do all types of stuff like try to give $10,000 student loan forgiveness around the same time they try to pass a fourth stimulus package. Okay, and if they do a lot of that stuff at the same time, it looks like they're doing a major job for Americans, and that you'll still remember when you go and start voting. If they do not pass one, trust me, the American people will show their disapproval by voting the Democrats out of power. All right. And that is one of the main reasons. And it happened. It even happened with Obama. Democrats had control of the House. Okay, they had the power. They bickered among each other. They didn't get anything really done. They didn't get anything passed. And what happened? Boom, they lost the power. The American voters showed their disapproval. And that, just look it up. Just look down history, okay? Now, another thing I like to touch on is that a lot of people have been saying that Biden is disillusional. Okay, Biden does not, Biden's age is getting to him. And Biden has mental problems. Okay, but they have also said the same thing about Putin, if you do not know that. So, the same thing they're saying about Putin, they're saying about Biden. And I'm not saying, and I'm not trying to use ageism or anything like that. I'm just saying that, because I'm really against ageism, and I'm older. I'm 57, so I have to deal with ageism all the time. People being prejudiced against a person's age because they're older. But all I'm saying is that someone having a mental problem is a possibility, because if you do your research and you look up Reagan's last years, he had no idea what was going on around him because he had Alzheimer's. Okay, I can't even really say that. But so he had no idea, and which is scary. Other people were pulling the strings. Okay, and also because he was an actor, he just played the role. And it's not that hard to do. In our lives, we all kind of actors in one way or another with certain situations. Think about it. So, to wrap it up, to basically what I was saying is, no, the fourth stimulus package haven't been passed yet. Nevertheless, there's a good chance that you will get a stimulus package if they do get off their butts. A good chance you get a stimulus check. I always get those mixed up. If they do get off their butts and finally pass the stimulus package, the fourth stimulus package. Now, this is a different subject, but on the same lines. A lot of people getting confused because everybody is calling anything that someone gives you a stimulus check. And it's not a stimulus check. So that's what's confusing everyone. Everybody is going around saying, yeah, they're literally calling your income tax check that you've always gotten or had to pay on, but they literally calling that a stimulus check. That's not a stimulus check. That's your income tax check. Okay, and right now, the only person that really has done anything, I like to give credit where credit is due, is Warren. Her name is Warren, Senator Warren. She has given $1.6 billion to a lot of the funds that were depleted in the third stimulus package. So if you weren't able to get your rent paid or utilities paid, whether you're in a house, apartment, whatever, try again. And when I lived in Las Vegas, they had a saying, it's a numbers game. Just because you tried once and it didn't work, that place didn't have it, you try another place and you try another place. Okay? Eventually you're gonna hit. Okay? And you'll be happy you did. But you can't just, you can't sit on your butt and do wishful thinking. Okay? The money is out there, whether it's a small city, big city, and all that, there's money out there. Now, to correct the confusions, there are some states that are debating on giving state stimulus checks, not federal stimulus checks. Okay? Because that hasn't been passed yet. That package hasn't been passed yet. But the state stimulus check, yes. There are some states out there that are going to give you, and it's different amounts, a state stimulus check. But in some cases, like Chicago, it's really not a stimulus check. It's a program, a pilot program they're calling a universal income, where they'll give I think it's up to 5,000 families. You have to sign up for it, and they'll give you between $500 to $1,000 a month. And but you got to Google all that and then sign up for it. Okay, they give you to $500 to $1,000 a month on the universal income, and it's a program. It's like a beta program to see if it really does help people. If they're doing it that way, help people. Okay, so and there's people going around calling that stimulus checks when it's actually not a stimulus check. It's a program, a pilot program they're going to try out to see if it helps American people if they do that. And it's called universal income. And that's being done in Chicago. So try not to get confused. A lot of people is calling everything stimulus checks, and they're not stimulus checks. They're grants that were given and put up and set up in the third stimulus package, in which there's now money available for you to get that for, rent for your house, rent for your apartment, rent for your utilities. You get the idea. All right? Help you on your mortgage, things such as that. All right. I hope that clarifies some things for you. And I hope this helps you out a lot. And I'll wrap to y'all later. Have a great weekend. And for all the dads out there, happy Father's Day. Because I understand I'm not a father. That's my story. I'm sticking to it. Okay. But I'm not a father. But being a father sometimes is a thankless job. Okay. And happy Father's Day for those parents out there that's the mother and the father. They have to be both. There's a lot of single parents out there for certain different situations. They have to be both. All right. That wraps it up. I'll wrap to you later. And thank you all who made it all the way to the end of this video. Peace.